before we start, I just want to give a brief introduction about Abhijay once again. Abhijay is right now pursuing his Bachelor's of Design in UX Design from Jagannath University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. And we are very proud to say that Abhijay is one of a shining feather in our hats right now. And he's doing an internship with Elevate Career Networks as a UX UI designer. So, Abhijay, we have curated some set of questions for you on behalf of students, and then we are going to take some queries of these students as well. We can just start off with this right now. So, to start off with, Abhijay, if you can just let us know about what inspired you to choose a career into designing, like how this happened 4 years back when you were a student, cleared your 12th, and how this designing came into your mind as a career option.
So thank you for my introduction, Sarthak. So regarding this career choice, actually, I was first of all looking for some graphic design thing on internet. I was browsing through, is there any graphic thing available? Is there any booming career opportunity in graphic design? And then I saw that there is a term called UI UX. So it is kind of a fancy term, and it attracted me, and I just learned like what exactly is UI UX design. So from there, I got to know that there is an exam over there. There are many colleges who are providing but it is still new in India. It is still booming in India, but as we go in Western countries, it is still there. It is a very good profession over there. Companies are knowing the value of UI UX. So, and then I understood like, yeah, and if I do it, I will be like, my hands will be everywhere. Like I will be doing my sketching. Like I'm pretty good at sketching. So I'll be doing that. I'm a gamer mind, so I game a lot. I will be using laptop and all those things. So it was like my perfect thing. So then I thought like, yeah, let's go for it.
So Abhijay, since you talked about graphic design, that was something which you were exploring back then, and there were other design fields like fashion, interior, and there are so many design fields right now. Students are all confused, just like you. There's so many students who are pursuing their designing career just after their class 12. So, how would you differentiate for them that how UX design is different from other design fields, and how better it is as a design field, guys?
So actually, if we talk about UX, so like full form of UX is user experience, right? And it is at the core of every design field. If you know your user, if you are pursuing, if you are doing a UX design, if you are knowing your customer, if you are knowing your like how people think, how people behave, so you can go into any other specialized field. You can go into interior then, you can go into fashion then, because at that time you will have a better understanding of your user, of the user experience. And by doing so, you'll be able to give them a more per se like a personalized experience to them. You will be able to grab the problem which they are facing, and you will be able to tackle them like in a more with a style actually. So that's the thing. UX is at the core of every design field.
So presently, like I talked about your present internship with Elevate Career Networks with our students as well. So if you can just brief about your role, responsibility during your internship, which you're doing right now as a UI UX designer. If you can just talk about that what all it includes. Yeah.
So regarding the internship, so it so Elevate Career Network is a company which is in USA. So it is a funny story that at night I was browsing through my LinkedIn job list, and I just applied randomly to it. And I got invitation like you have a call in morning at 7. So I was like, yeah, it might be there. I wake up and I joined at 7. So there was a guy like, yeah, he was from USA, and he doing the remote call over there. And from there, like he hired me. He thought like I'm a very good match for his company. And so when I joined Elevate, it was just a startup. So I was supposed to make everything from scratch. Their website, their logo, their whole branding thing, their B2B side, their B2C side, their internal consoles, everything. So at first I joined as an intern, but like within 2 or 3 months he promoted me to like the lead designer. So I now know the core of the Elevate. I know what customer wants, what they expect, and even in such a remote environment, I'm able to work so flexibly. So it is so flexible. Like it is in USA, but still I'm in India. I can work from anywhere, no matter where I'm at my home. I'm in Goa or anywhere. So that's the best part. And yes.
Give us a walkthrough about your evaluation as a UX designer throughout the 4 years of your college. That how a fascinating field like and the terms like UI, and then entirely understanding the need and understanding the skills that required skills of a UX designer and developing those skills. If you can just talk about that to our students as well.
So regarding the journey, so as a designer, every designer loves their design. They get attracted, they get attached to their design, right? So in the first few years, I was the same. When jury used to happen, teachers used to like, this is wrong, this is totally bad, you have to do it again, right? So at that time, I wasn't able to understand like this is perfect. I'm good, I'm the best. So my design can't be wrong. So at that particular time, I understand like, yeah, those feedbacks are really important. And I look back and now I look the work I've done in the first year and now what I am doing. So it's a really big jump. It's a really big improvement that I have done. So it is so as a designer, you should be always open to feedbacks. Should not get attached to your design. Always open to feedback, no matter if it is wrong, if it is right. So feedbacks will make you a better person. Yeah, that's the thing.
If you can, is there any particular industries or kind of projects that you've always been interested in working, Abhijay, or like you always like new challenges coming up in your way?
So regarding that, at the start of my journey, I was very much attracted to gaming industry. I wanted to design some caricatures, some 3D work, right? And I also learned Blender on my own by looking at the videos. So made some cool animated stuff on the Blender. And then I realized like uh, that it is too much for me. I cannot handle that much. So neither my PC can handle Blender, that 3D software that is too heavy. So then I try to focus my interest in every direction, like in fintech, in education, in health sector, in everything. And right now, in which industry I'm in fintech industry. For I'm I'm working for the people who are done MBAs, who are IB, who are investor bankers, so who are analysts, who are angel investing firms who are running. So I'm working in a fintech sector right now. It is cool. It is amazing. So you get to know about the people. You get to know how industry is actually working, how you can actually do your investment, how you can actually run the business. So when you are around with these people, when you are around with this type of target audience, you get to learn a lot. And regarding other fields, I actually had an internship in a design agency. So in that internship, actually clients come from different sectors, some from food. I also worked with a sushi restaurant in India. So they did some branding for them. So it was a really nice experience. Their manager was actually from Japan. So that was a really nice and cool experience. I learned like many things in many directions. So yeah, so that's the very cool aspect of UX design. You get to diversify your portfolio, your learnings in every direction.
So, Abhijay, you had just started a good career into UX design. Uh, how you see UX design as a career option in the coming time period? Like, if we talk about the digital era, we are heading into 3, 4 years down the line, when most of our students will be graduating out as well. How you see UX design as a career option by that time? And do you see that rapidly the field is increasing and the job demand of UX designers in our country is increasing as well?
Yeah, exactly. So I will touch on a very critical point that people might be listening, I mean, hearing nowadays. It is about the AI thing. Like people are listening, like AI will take the jobs and everything for the coders, for everything. So like I'm also working with AI nowadays. I'm also trying to integrate AI in our website, in our user experience journey of users. So uh, I would like to point out few things like in UX design, the 50% or the I guess the 80% of thing is you have to think. You have to think a lot about the user. You have to think about different scenarios. You have to think about present situation and the situation that can occur. You have to think in every possible way. You have to do the brainstorming. So all those things can't be done by the help of AI and all those things. So AI will give the facts which are available on the internet. It can't generate new things. If you will ask to generate new things, and if it is showing you something new in form of text or in something, so that data is already stored somewhere, so it is already redundant. So it cannot think the way UX designer can think. So AI is like a helping hand to you in future. It can be a helping hand, and and who are designing those AI machines? Only UI UX designers are designing those experiences for the people. How the dashboard will look like, how what you can say, what are the limitations. So I believe it's a ever booming field, and maybe in more years. And now we are also deep diving into AR and VR things, AR and VR experiences. So we are opening another field for UI UX designer where they can work upon.
One personal question from my side as well. That if you can talk about your journey through your college, through your faculties, and the support ImaginXP as your academics partner has always given to you. If you can just talk about that and you can explain that, grooming to our students as well.
Yeah. So regarding that, teachers were the best part actually. So I am still in contact with teachers which were with me in my first year. They still call me. I'm also connected with them on Instagram. I share memes with them. So teachers are very open. I can call them anytime if I have any doubt. Even at night, I used to call them. So that is nice. And what the best thing is, like we used to provide us different teachers in every semester or every year. So that's the best thing because we get the exposure of different expertise the teacher have. If the person is from NIFT or from other IISC Bangalore or any other design institute, we get the exposure of their different expertise, the way they think, their powerful um, area of interest. We get to know how they think about the design. So all those things actually made me a like better person in terms of design. So that was the best thing. Yeah.
Okay, one last question, Abhijay,
Yeah.
from my side then. take
Yeah.
students' queries as well. Any piece of advice you want to give to the young minds and future designers in this session? Because you have yourself seen that journey, you have seen the transformation, evaluation of yourself as a UX UI designer. So, any piece of advice you want to give to the students as well?
So I will give you advice in two different scenarios. First is when you are in college, always open for feedback. Never stop learning. If you have any question, do as many mistakes as you want to do. That's the meaning of college. Your faculties are there to correct you as many times they want, as many times you want to be wrong. Do mistakes in your exams, no matter what. Don't be afraid to try new things. So that's the thing. And second piece of advice is when you are out there, when you will pass the college, so there will be an entirely different world that you will see. There will be designers who have 10 years of experience, who are rocking the design field, and you might get demotivated what I'm doing. My designs are nowhere. So you don't have to be like that. It will be just a start of your journey. Adapt, learn, do mistake. You might get scolded by your manager or something. So that is a part of journey. Accept that. It is for your own betterment. I've been through that. So yeah, those are the two episodes.
Thank you so much, Abhijay, for being very patientful in answering all my questions, which I have personally curated with having my discussions with the students. We'll just quickly take 5, 7 questions from the students as well. Guys, the field is open for you guys. You can use your chat box and you can just uh, your questions. Okay, there's a question from Sujal that how you get an internship and how we get the jobs in internship as well. So basically, he wants to know that how they can prepare themselves for the internships and then the placement part coming in.
So see, the design is a field where your actually marks doesn't matter, right? No matter if you are from NID or from you are from any Western big name design college, all that matters is your portfolio, your skills, right? If you have those right, if you have a very strong portfolio, you will get accepted by Google on the second day. I can guarantee you that. So just work on your projects. You have 4 years in your college. Work hard in your college days. Just you just need 4 projects actually to get a nice job. In those 4 years, just bring out those 4 best projects of yours that can land you a nice job. All you have to do is just 4. That's it in 4 years.
Okay. Any other question, guys? If you have any query, please feel free to use the chat box. You can type your queries. We'll try to take all the queries and we'll try to get the maximum answers we can get from Abhijay in the given time frame we have. Others, there are a lot of other students in the session as well. Guys, this is a very good moment. If you just want to ask any question, please use the chat box. Any other questions from anyone? Sujal wants to ask about your experience with ImagineXP.
Okay. So the experience was wonderful actually. I was in Jaipur branch. I've been there into their office. I know where he is sitting right now. Many times I had the classes in office. I had many sessions over there. So the experience with ImagineXP is always great. So they are always there too. So right now, like I'm in a 4th year. So there's a team of ImagineXP who is consistently sharing the internship opportunities in the group uh, about big companies like Lollipop Design Studio, and there are many big companies that they are sharing opportunities in the group. So it is about you just want a strong portfolio, and all the opportunities and the facilities are given by ImagineXP at every particular point of your year. Yeah.
Personal thanks, Abhijay, from my side for asking this question. Okay, guys, other question, Sujal, we have tried. I hope we have answered your queries. Other students, guys, if you can just use the opportunity, the Fahim, Hetal, Ishita, Kanishka, there are a lot of other students as well. I know. So this is the session, second webinar which we are doing, Abhijay.
Okay.
The series which we are doing for all the students, because this is the right time when they're focusing, and there are a lot of still confusions going on as well. So we are just trying to cater maximum of their queries and try giving them a real time resolution of those things as well. Okay, so there is a question from Shruti. What's the scope of masters in UX design, like in terms of faculty and job? She's asking. I think Shruti, are you have you opted for MDes UX curriculum? I guess. So Shruti is pursuing. Maybe she's pursuing for a masters. So Abhijay, if you can just yeah, she's registered for MDes curriculum. So she will be now carry forwarding her education in masters with UX design. So, Abhijay, if you can just share your opinion about masters with UX design as a career choice.
So I believe in masters. I've just done the bachelor's, but I have few like my seniors I've talked with regarding the masters. So in the master's program, I guess there is more of a practical experience that you will get in those 2 or 2.5 years. And in regarding the job opportunities, I myself will be doing the masters in the coming year, because I believe there is still a lot left to learn in UX field for me. And most of the companies required, so it doing a master is just a bonus point. Like, and if I speak frankly, in the terms of knowledge and in terms of your salary as well. So like everyone needs a good package over here. So masters is like that 50 or 60% hike in your initial or in your entry level job. That 50% or 60% hike you will get in your salary, and a more advanced, you won't maybe start with a junior level, you might start with a mid senior level. So all those things are there. So I believe doing a master's is a bonus point for everyone who wants to learn more and push a little bit hard.
Okay, Abhijay, there's a question from a student, Mantavya. So Mantavya has now opted for B.Des with game design and animation. That's one of the newest program which we have started. So Mantavya, just want to know if a diploma in UX design with the game design and animation curriculum, would it be a good combination moving ahead into the industry? Or is it going to provide equal opportunities as well? The combination of game design and UX design is as an add-on skills to that.
Definitely. Actually, I myself done many certification courses. Like for I've also done course for a product manager as well, like in agile thinking, agile frameworks, sprint planning, and all those things. So it is good. Like, so I've taken a session of few game design students, and regarding the UX, so regarding the game design thing and plus the UX diploma, I guess that's a really, really good combination. And it will ensure that when you will pass out after 4 years, you will have already a strong educational background that you can showcase in your resume. So though that one page um, resume will talk about yourself, right? You won't be there in front of recruiter. That one page will talk like who exactly this person is, and you want to show everything you have in that resume, right? So it will be good if you will be doing like a game design and a UX design diploma side by side. I I might think, I know it might be difficult to manage time and all those things, but I guess these are the 4 years that you might have to be like go out and you have to perform your best, because these 4 years will matter, like what exactly you will do next, like in your career, in your life. So yeah.
So there's a question from a student, Hetal, which even I wanted to ask Vijay. Your favorite project you have ever worked on till now, if you can talk about that. Your most favorite project.
So
I
yeah.
don't know projects, but to talk about any one favorite project, if you can.
So I have one project. So there was one subject of product design in my curriculum in, like, I guess in third or fourth year. So I was very fascinated by product design because it is a very depth. It is that field has many layers. It have many complications, but I guess that's where the kick is, right? So in that particular subject, I identified a problem and I made a product actually. It is kind of a mouse, but you can use it as a controller for our VR games also. So actually, I'm in a process to patent that product. I'm still working on those papers, and it was one of the best projects for me. I invested a lot of time in that particular project, like done a lot of research and tried things on sketch on paper, and then after many prototypes, I finally designed that thing in a 3D software on my laptop, and now I'm still working on that so that I can publish that on my Behance, on my LinkedIn. And please, yeah, guys, you should open an account if you don't have on LinkedIn. That will be the that will be your Instagram for next 4 years. So that's the small piece of advice. Yeah.
Just add on to that, any point where you see frustration as well as a designer. I know there are so many parts which you love being a designer, but any story where you yourself got frustrated at what's happening, or you're not happy with your design and your saturation point came up. Any story about that as well?
So whenever your saturation point comes up, do whatever you like actually. I like gaming, I game. So when I design, there is a comfort zone like everyone have. There's a to go, there's a ready level. So the definition of ready for everyone is different, right? For me, the definition of ready is I should have my laptop, my chair, and there should be some music, some classic rock music, right? And I should be I should be in a very chill mode, and then I can do my work. So, and regarding the frustration point, if I ever get frustrated, I just sleep or just do the gaming. And there are many frustration points that I came up. So, like clients, actually, if you are working in a design firm, so there are different kinds of types of client that you face, and everyone have different expectations. You might have to do one thing 10 times, but that's the part of our job that will only make you
Yeah.
better. And sometimes your design will get discarded, but you don't have to fall in love with that. You have to try again. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow you can try it out again. So that's the thing. Yeah, don't fall in love with your design.
There's a very good question from Sujil Abhijay, that he wants to know about difference between UI UX and a digital product design. That is there any dissimilarities, or is there any difference between these two terms, which is heard often with among the students?
So there is a very fine difference between UI and UX, right? So UI is what you see, right? So I'm taking my meeting from my phone, my from a mobile phone, right? So that interface it have is UI, right? But how it will work, I mean, in terms of like when I clicked on the join button. So if we can talk about real scenario, right now, we were having difficulty to join in because some bug was there in Teams meeting link. So at that particular point, the user experience of mine was shattered, right?
Yes.
So anyways, UI was there, it was there, but the experience that I had, I wasn't able to come into the meeting. There was some flaw in the user experience journey, right? That user like have to click on this link, that he will get a mail, and from there he will click on the join meeting link, and from there he will be able to join the meeting, right? So there is a whole flow. So in that user experience flow, there might be some bug or something that people might forget to resolve. So the key difference is like UX is UI is what you see, but UX is what you feel, right? So most that's the like straight and very simple answer to that.
Any thoughts of sharing the feedback with Microsoft, Abhijay, about your experience in joining the session today?
I
Any
can
plans of
write
sharing the feedback with
don't.
Microsoft?
And yeah, I forgot the digital product thing. Like she asked
Yeah.
for that thing also. So that is what I believe that is just a fancy term for UI design, actually. Like you are designing something digitally, and what UI is about and UX is about, you are designing digitally and as well as on a physical form. So that is on both ends, right? And digital product designers are there. So that is just a fancy name, I can say. So that is out there in the industry. There is no key differences between UI and a UI designer and a digital product designer. So that is there, yeah.
Okay. One last set of questions. Okay. One last set of questions. An average salary of a UX designer is like, since you had done a couple of internships and you have seen a lot of friends, you know a lot of people in the industry as well. So as a student aspiring the UX design field, Abhijay, what is the average salaries they can aim or they can look when they go past their career?
So regarding the internships, I can say like when I was in college, I done a couple of internships at many different firms. So over there, you might get between 15 to 30, 35K salary. It totally depends upon your or not on your portfolio, the strength of your portfolio, the depthness of your work that you have done. So it will totally depend on that. And when you go out in industry, so like average salary of a UI UX designer is between like you can expect a starting range of 6 or 7, and starting range actually. So it will increase, but it it totally depends on your portfolio. I will say this again and again, because like what company wants is a quality that they are hiring. If they see the quality, they don't have any problem in paying you more. So that's the main crux of it. Just
Thank
work
you.
on
Thank
the
you
quality.
so Thank you so much, Abhijay, for your time. It was a pleasure listening to you, and it was great having listening all these stories you had to share with us and your experiences. We'll look forward with more such sessions with you with new bunch of students looking and the future design aspirants in the industry. It was great, Abhijay. Thank you so much, and we wish you all the best for your future academics and your future
Thank you.
career, which you're going to pursue as the UX UI designer. And we hope we are going to meet soon in the ImaginXP office as well.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, Abhijay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Yeah.